we do have Todd Robinson now from Vision Wheel. Todd was having some transportation issues, and I think he got through the airport. Todd, are you there?
Yep, got through the airport, on my way to Barstow right now.
All right, right on. Well, we're here in Barstow at the California 300/X. Come on over.
Perfect, on the way.
So you started in Indy, then you had to fly to California today. Is that what happened?
Yeah, Chicago Midway to we got a nonstop into Long Beach actually, and then now I'm fighting traffic to getting to Barstow.
That's all right. It's all good. So let's talk real quick. You missed the session then with Rob Mack. I think Rob was probably Vision Wheel's first athlete, right?
Yes, it was. Yes, he was. Well, our first signed athlete, believe it or not, was Rob McCachran.
And by the way, I don't know if you realize your video is not on. If that's deliberate, that's okay. If
yeah, because I'm driving and I don't want to have an issue.
Okay, got it. All right, wasn't sure. So, why did you select Rob? How did you sponsor Rob? How did Rob get that sponsorship? Let's go a little deeper on getting sponsored by Vision Wheel.
So the best way to describe it is Vision's been around since 1976, but it's been a company that we didn't really market the brand. It was in the background. We did a lot of contract manufacturing. We did a lot of private labeling. And then when we decided we needed to create a brand, one of the first things we looked at was off-road. Got involved with Wide Open, the BC cars, the Wide Open cars. That was actually our first sponsoring of any series or anything, was the Wide Open cars. And when that opportunity came into play, we got on those cars. And then actually the next thing that we did was we became the official wheel of Score without having any teams there to sponsor or run our product. So we sort of walked into it backwards, but it worked out for us because the next thing was we had an opportunity to make a wheel for Rob. So we set the bar pretty high in signing him, starting in the trophy truck and Score and mint and domestic races here in the States. So that was our first team that we actually sponsored.
And you sponsor more than just racers. If I understand correctly, you also sponsor my co-host, Tiffany.
Oh, yes, we do. So we do some influencers. We sponsor some individuals that bring a lot to the table for us. Tiffany being one. She's a great partner for us. Really good person. She's fun to be around, and she knows the sport, so she brings a lot of value. But besides that, she's just good people, and it's great to help sponsor her and support her because she does the same with us also.
Well, I'll have to tell her that you said that. I'm not sure where she is right now, but I'll make sure she hears.
Gotcha.
So what is it that you look for? I'm teasing. She's right next to me. What is it that you look for when you're looking for racers or properties to sponsor?
Well, the first thing is we look at, depending on what channel we're going into. If it's race support, obviously we look for teams that fit in good with us, good family, good team, want to grow their own, help grow their own brand. If we're looking for influencers, obviously we're looking for people that are, just good people, great to be with, will promote the brand very well. A lot of it also has to do with their partner companies too, because if you take a look at your marketing budget, you only get X amount to spend. Well, how do you get X, Y, and Z? You look to see where you can partner up. Good example is through Rob. Since he does a lot with BFGoodrich, and we are also a distributor of BFGoodrich products. So there's a good partnership there between the three of us. So we can use each other's branding and help support all of us at the same time too. We just did our 18-inch new forged raced wheel. We partnered up with Larry Rossler and Baja Vita team, and with BFGoodrich also with their new 18-inch tire. So a lot of times we look at that. Tiffany also a relationship with BFG. We've got a lot of good BFG partners on our teams too, but we also partner up really good with the other tire brands too. Maxxis, Toyo, Cooper. I know I'm forgetting some out there too, but so we look at where can we grow the brand in those other areas as partnerships also.
Right on. And then when it comes to your current program? Are you looking for more brand ambassadors? Are you looking for more teams? Is the racers on the call, is there any hope for any of them if you're looking to expand the program?
Yes, we take it in a case by case scenario. Obviously, we want to be more of a lifestyle brand. That is one of our pushes going into 2024. And with that, obviously, comes a lot of influencer based marketing, but we're still, our foundation is with race teams. We are a performance company, and we do like to compete every weekend that we possibly can and get out there and win. So yeah, we're looking at both, uh, really not caging ourselves to saying, okay, 3 new race teams, 4 new influencers, whatever opportunity is the best. We'd love to sit down and talk about that with everyone and put together some projects that will grow all of the brands together.
So you're talking about winning and champions. You just got a champion, Keegan Kincaid. Talk to us for a second about the value of that championship, how that helps Vision Wheel.
When you look at the race series and what your teams or who your teams compete with, whether it's score, whether it's championship off road, or here with Matt's series unlimited, best in the desert, legends, any of them out there, you have to look at how many eyes are on the prize, how many people are looking at those race series, and what kind of value you get out of it. Obviously, you have to also look at live stream, social media aspects of it. Is it behind a paywall or not? And all that stuff comes into play. So to look at the value of what Keegan brings and winning that cup race with Red Bull pushing it, it's just a whole lot of things line up to give it tremendous, huge value. And, if we want to talk about, the 800-pound gorilla in the room right now with short course, there's going to be an upheaval here pretty soon in short course. And I think a lot of the teams are excited and what's going to go on. We don't have any answers yet in what 2024 is going to look like. I think there's some good blueprints on what it's going to look like, but Crandon's always going to be there. The Red Bull Cup Series is always going to be there. There's people that come out just for that race. Now, we would support Keegan, whether if he's running every race in a series or just doing a couple of them, because the value is, unfortunately for the series, he got more value winning the cup race than Corey Winter did winning the series. And that's nothing against Corey, because he's a hell of a driver and that's a great team, great family. And, hats off to them. They did a great job to win Pro 2, a championship. That takes a team effort. We do value that. We were hoping Keegan can run for the points this year. It just wasn't in the cards. So we went out there and won the cup race. And there's huge value to that. It's the same thing at winning the 1,000. If you come in third every race and score and you win the championship, well, that gets a little article on page 7 of the digital magazine. But the main page is who's ever first standing there with the big check and the big flag and everything. That's what people remember. So it's almost more value in winning the bigger races than coming in third and trying to win a series sometimes.
And one of the things that's important for you is the image of the team, because they can make the brand look larger as opposed to throwing up a 10 by 10 easy up. You're looking for teams that can come in and represent with a rig, a semi that's wrapped, because then it looks more professional.
Of course. And the visuals on that, really, when we take our plan back to the ownership of our company and our situation, typically they're not the guys here in the dirt or at the racetrack or on the asphalt looking at what's going on sometimes. So you've got to present them with the program. You've got to sell what you want to do, what I want to do, what our team wants to do to the ownership group. And having those visuals of showing a wrapped truck trailer in different circumstances goes a long way. So yeah, the more assets you have, the better value. And of course, you can get a bigger check and you can get a bigger sponsor also. And that's something to really keep in mind, that, in our situation in the wheel world, well, there's a handful of players. It's a small market. Everyone needs wheels. So the amount of people that come up to us and ask for sponsorships, I mean, I thank every one of them. They're all great teams. It's hard to turn some of these teams and some of these people down, but we can't sponsor everyone. I would love to invite more more wheel companies to get
Yeah.
involved because we feel good when we get to beat them on race day. But it does it makes a difference. So if you can plan on getting larger companies in to sponsor these teams, that works great for all of us also.
Right on. Well, listen, thank you for calling in from the road while you're traveling on the way to the California 300. We're here now. We're in Barstow. So drive safe. I appreciate the time. Thanks, Todd.
Sorry about the video. We'll get you next time.
That's all good.